Purdue University is an international leader in technology transfer and startup creation. One of those startups is Adaptive RF Corporation, which is commercializing advanced radio technology products and services. The company was co-founded by Todor Kuklev, ITT Associate Professor of Wireless Communications and Applied Research and Director of the Center for Wireless Technology at Indiana University, Purdue University, Fort Wayne, and Bob Niskern, President and CTO of Adaptive Microware.
Radio spectrum has high and increasing economic value. Cellular communications, Wi-Fi, broadcasting, public safety, and military communications are some of the major industries that critically depend on radio spectrum. Traditional spectrum monitoring systems are not only high cost, but they generate data intended for a human observer. These systems generally need to be moved to machine interactions. There are newer spectrum monitoring systems where a distributed network of spectrum sensors is deployed. We can call this model "if you see something, say something." However, the different spectrum sensors won't be able to communicate among themselves if they don't share a common language.
Adaptive RF Corporation is developing an open interface cloud-based technology that would allow any spectrum sensor from any vendor to connect and monitor the spectrum through all types of sensors.
Adaptive RF recognizes that different types of spectrum sensors need to be connected in order to monitor spectrum successfully. Our technology defines metadata and turns it into a common language so that if you see something, you really can say something in a way that others can understand. This method will help increase the accuracy on data reports, increase the security, and help identify unlicensed transmitters, sources of interference, and also identify opportunities for spectrum sharing.
Adaptive RF Corporation has licensed the technology through the Purdue Research Foundation Office of Technology Commercialization. The company is looking to obtain funding to start deploying spectrum monitoring stations around the Fort Wayne area.
Well, we're moving forward now on our actual deployment plan. We've completed our initial R&D, and we're working with groups of local investors to put together a business framework that allows us to deploy our first monitoring facilities here in Fort Wayne to really show the viability and scalability of our business concept, and then we intend to go national as quickly as possible.
To find more information on this and other Purdue technologies, email innovation@prf.org or visit otc-prf.org/OTC.